Hello, and welcome to Muslim Media, the show where we tell you all the facts about Muslim history. Today we're going to be discussing the Crusades, which was a very important part of Islamic history. So let's get started.
Muslims are a religious group of people who believe in the monotheistic religion of Islam. They originated in the 7th century when Prophet Muhammad started to preach the teachings. Many people ask, what are the Crusades? Well, the Crusades are a series of wars between three groups, the Christians, Europeans, and Muslims, for the control of the Holy Land. Now let's talk about why the Holy Land and Jerusalem are so important.
Hi, I'm Hoyeon, and I'll be talking about Jerusalem. Jerusalem is a very significant place in Islamic history because we Muslims believe that Jerusalem is where Prophet Muhammad ascended to heaven. Also, Jerusalem contains the Dome of Rock, where it is believed that Prophet Muhammad sat and prayed. Jerusalem also had economic advantages for Muslims, like trade of crafts, textiles, and metalwork, also taxing and tourism. These were economic advantages that brought power and improved infrastructure.
Thanks, Hoyeon.
Now we're going to talk to Sandy Lowe about why the Crusades started.
Why did the Crusades happen is a common question. There are three main causes: Christians, religion, and economy. Christians disdained Muslims, so they slaughtered innocent people and destroyed the mosques, where they prayed. This made the Muslims mad, which resulted in war. Religion was another big reason why the Crusades were caused. Us Muslims believe that Prophet Muhammad had a night journey to Jerusalem, while Christians, the people of the book, do not agree, for they believe that it is the land of their God, Jesus. This disagreement created conflict. Economy was also a reason of conflict. The Europeans were unsatisfied on the terms of trade and attacked the Muslims in order to obtain complete access to the trade routes, such as the Silk Road and spice routes. These are the reasons why so many Muslims had to suffer and why the Crusades began.
Thanks, Sandy. Now you might be wondering what the impact of these Crusades were. As you know, the First Crusade, which occurred in 1095, caused us Muslims to team up with those of the Jewish religion so that we could save our beloved cities, Jerusalem and Antioch. However, we were slaughtered. Thousands of Muslims were violently killed by the Europeans in 1097, when we lost Antioch, and again in 1099, when we lost Jerusalem. It was not until 88 years later, when our fearless leader, Saladin, led our soldiers to triumph at the Battle of Hittin in 1187, when we gained our Holy Land back. Saladin, the Kurdish Sultan of Egypt and Syria, freed Jerusalem from the Christians without the massacre they brought onto us. During this past crusade, the third, Saladin was not able to defeat King Richard I of England's armies, which resulted in the loss of many of our previously conquered territories. Nevertheless, the great Sultan negotiated a truce with Richard I, allowing the continuation of Muslim control of Jerusalem. Though these wars have had both ups and downs, we can all agree that the Crusades have brought us a great hero as a result, the valiant Saladin. Some are starting to believe that these wars have been hindering our chance at unification into a single Islamic state, though. Perhaps this will change in the near future.
Many religious groups have different perceptions of Muslims. Here's what other religious groups think. The Quran urges Muslims to be kind, peaceful, and cooperative with Jews and Christians. However, these groups think differently of Muslims. We do not despise Jews. It is Israel who is occupying our land. With that being said, Christians slaughtered men, women, and children. Muslim warriors, on the other hand, spared Muslim innocent lives, and in many ways treated people with respect. In conclusion, we Muslims perceive other religions as unrealistic and barbaric because they don't cooperate or pay taxes on our Islamic land.
Review time. Here is the order of events during the Crusade. In 1095 was the beginning of the First Crusade. Soldier Turks were invading the Holy Land, which resulted in Pope Urban II to seek help in removing the Turks, which resulted in many deaths. This crusade ended in 1101. The Second Crusade occurred in 1145 when Christian crusaders attacked the Muslim city of Damascus. Soon Saladin led the Muslim Turks to victory by defeating the Christians, and this ended in their death. Finally, the Third Crusade. This was the crusade that started in 1189. It was led by the brave Saladin and Frederick Barbarossa I, Richard I, Lionheart of England, and Philip II, Augustus of France. The French removed the Muslims from the Holy Land and created a treaty with the Christians. This was a sign that there were many crusades to come for the battle of this land.
As you can see, the Crusades were an important historical event in Muslim history because they show that land and religion are important and sometimes worth many lives. Have a good day from Muslim Media, the only channel that gives you Islamic information. Bye! History. Today we will be talking about the Crusades. Crap, Lee killed at the battle of... oh crap. Crap, that was just like after crap. Antioch, and again in 19... Honorable leader. It was 80... we'll just... okay.
I'm coming. Okay. I just like to... Okay, go.
Okay.